Wanted to know what was going on with FEDNOW, Ripple, XRP, partnerships, news stories, and other things. Guys, I've got it all. I also got some oldies. Let's open this up and look through it. You should sit down while you read this. Now that you know everything about it, let's begin the show. Yes, there is ACI worldwide, SWIFT, FEDNOW, and Ripple. Let's play. The Federal Reserve has started the FEDNOW service to take advantage of this chance and better help modern country. It is one of the first FEDNOW service providers that has been fully approved. We have been providing technology for RTP from the clearinghouse for a long time, and now we handle both instant payment services across the US. Instant payments, which can go from one account to another, can help banks get and keep users, find new ways to make money, and stay competitive in a world that is moving faster and faster. Be quick on your feet. Transactions are finished in seconds instead of days, which speeds up contact and makes the transfer of funds more efficient. Fast and agile are great, but they don't mean anything without strong protection. Our award-winning fraud scoring service comes with all of our ACI solutions, so you can easily manage your instant payment strategy with the best corporate fraud intelligence in the world. This is made possible by incremental learning technology, a patented responsible AI and federated machine learning model. ACI has both custom and pre-built integrated solutions that can be used with the payment methods you already have in place. Get business services that add value like managing cash, and use ISO 2022 messaging to make better decisions. With tried and true technology that is built to grow, it's easy to move from the last mile of connectivity to full payments orchestration in real time. Or you can just go from being able to receive to being able to do everything across both the FEDNOW service and the RTP network, which would make them work together. But how do you add real-time funds in a way that is flexible? I have some papers I'd like to show you. It's clear that ACI is a huge deal. Every day, they handle payments worth quadrillions of dollars. That's a quadrillion daily. To find out what tools they really want to use is very important. They've had FEDNOW set up for a while now. They have been a Ripple partner for a long time. The European Central Bank, FEDNOW, XRP, and the rest of the world flip the switch. Brad Kimes tells us what it means. I'll play this for you. For the crypto bull cycle, not the bull run, because it will take a while. The world's biggest economy is turning on the lights. The world's biggest business is just a flip of the switch away. And here are Mica and Ripple. Take a look at it, Ripple and Mica. All of this is important. The European Central Bank is making a lot of noise about it right now, right? That's the same bank that's releasing its own payment system, the same one. Ripple is being talked about here, like Ripple's way of making payments using crypto. It's the only thing that makes sense to me to show you these things that tell us we're getting very, very close. It could be some other blockchains though. It's not likely to be another blockchain. Okay, so a paper from the BIS in October 2024 says that connecting Mexico's SPI to the Federal Reserve's FEDNOW can lower the cost of sending money across borders. FEDNOW is a way to send money within the United States. Soon it will have tracks that go across borders. After that, or when we make that jump, they will need some kind of service for those cross-border lines. This is especially true if those banks aren't yet connected to FEDNOW, so going through partners will be very important. Here is the short clip and news story I already read to you. Here, let me show you this. The Ripple FEDNOW links go all the way back to Ryan Zagone in the Federal Reserve Faster Payments pilot. That was in 2017 or 2018. Ripple has worked with the US government for over 10 years. People either don't know or know but don't want anyone else to know because maybe they don't like Ripple or XRP and don't want it to succeed. They want their XYZ token to succeed over, say, XRP. I just think it's funny that a lot of people will buy Bitcoin because it's a store of value, but they won't buy something that has real utility. It's great to have a store of value like gold or silver, but it's better to have something that can be used for all of these things, right? Not only for payments across borders, but also for stablecoins, digital currencies issued by central banks, and private ledgers for banks. You get the point, right? My question is, what comes next? It looks like time payments are here to stay, but is your bank ready for this change? You can trust Volunteer Technologies to help you modernize your funds. It's not hard for you to meet this task to change. Now, Volunteer gives you the fastest and best way to get to FEDNOW. This means that you can have your 24/7 service up and running all year without making any core changes. This lets you focus on making your customer-focused services better, faster than your competitors. Volante's FEDNOW system can be used on-premise or in the cloud as a service. It works with ISO 2022 natively and has real-time and active release built in. A modern answer made for a world of payments that is always changing. Of course, Volante makes it easy for you to get to market quickly and use over 300 APIs and services right now. Volante's option for FEDNOW can also be used for ACH, FedWire, SWIFT, cross-border, and TCH RTP. This means that it can grow with your business. Volante's safe and dependable payment services keep your information and the information of your customers private. They have been approved by ISO 27001, SOC 1, and SOC 2. You might also be interested to know that Volante handled the first real-time payment in the US. They now handle millions of transactions every year. That's really cool. Begin your FEDNOW journey with Volante right now and free yourself to grow. True. Okay, so Volante is a company that works with Ripple and supports the FEDNOW program. This possible secondary link could make it easier to use Ripple's technology. In the FEDNOW environment, the future lies with RippleNet, which uses the native coin of the XRP ledger. Another one is Volpay, which works with Swift GPI Ripple, Visa B2B, and, Ripple. After that, Roger Ver said something about this: networking effects, Ripple, Volante, XRP, FEDNOW building, networking effects. Ripple is very important to the growth of the Internet of Value because it starts network effects. This was made by Matthew Lee. Through the Ripple connection, the Volante platform could be used to pay with XRP. We can't wait for more banks to join. Hi Volante Tech. XRP will also be used. Matthew asked if XRP would be used and they said yes. After that I did this. Don't forget the movie I made. You've seen me do this one step at a time in all of my films. 27 of the first companies to work with and use FEDNOW are listed below. I've actually gone through this whole list, and you'd be surprised at how many straight or indirect links you'll find with FEDNOW, Ripple, and XRP. It's really amazing to see a company like CGI. You know about ECS, Finastra, and Fizz Global, right? Finzi. And there are a few smaller companies near the end of this list. Temenos is a very big one. Visa too. Okay, the IMF made this picture. FederalNow and Ripple are shown. Okay, so if we scroll down, FedNow is in the middle. Check. Clearing, RTP, Fed, ACH, EPN, TCH, and then RippleNet, IBM, and WorldWire right here. Also, banks all over the world want to connect, not just banks in the US. FEDNOW and use all of these new tools. Let me play this. You can call me